ready for the final race of DRL.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the DRL finale, the big title decider. If you've been watching Twitter today, you've seen that we've bigged it up to be something that it may not be. Two very young drivers, going for their first ever league championship, and only 7 points separate them, heading into the final race in Yas Marina, Abu Dhabi. What a story this could be for one of the two drivers today, and we'd have to say that, well, the man under pressure is Joe going into this race. But the man who's under pressure alongside me today is Mr. Map212.
Yes, hello. I'm not too sure why I'm under too much pressure, but this is going to be epic, hopefully, until they crash out of turn 1, because Joe does the centre on Frost. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. I don't know why I'm on board with RTV Cool, but he's one of the first drivers out. As well as Shamir, who I was still on board with, because he's in a lovely, lovely Williams.
Yeah, well, as we said, 7 points in the championship. That is the drivers' standings at the moment. Joe is leading from Langman. So if we take you through the permutations, it basically states that whoever wins takes the championship. Although if there's an outsider who wins, then it gets interesting. So yeah, say one of these other drivers, the Fredster Gorch, go and win this race. It does put a different spell on the permutations for a championship. Also, Red Bull and Mercedes are in intense brawl for the Constructors' Championship, which will be decided today, no matter what. 37 points. It's still doable for Mercedes, but it is increasingly unlikely. So it's going to be interesting. But we should also add, and I've been in a party with the both of them basically all day, and I can tell you, since at 11 a.m. today, they were, yeah, I'm feeling fine, it's just a title decider. Seriously, as the day's gone on, oh my god, we're going for a title decider. And that honestly, they've been sweating time trial like it is a joke. They have been, it's almost a religion to them. They have been all over it. But also on the Twitter page, we asked you, who would take the championship today? Now, after putting this up a few hours ago, we got 47 votes, and 62% of you thought Langman would take the championship today. 62%. Now, these two could stay level on points. That is potentially doable. They could finish on the same number of points. If that's the case, Langman wins the championship. So only based off race wins alone. So this is going to be fun and games. But I'm going to ask Matt who he thinks is going to win the championship today.
I think, to be honest, if the gap was bigger than 7 points, then I would say basically Joe. You know, he doesn't have to achieve anything. He doesn't, like, if it was more than 7 points, then it would all be he only needs to do what he needs to do. But Langman has looked incredibly, incredibly strong in these last couple of races. I cannot pick who will win this. I have a funny feeling it will come down to like penalties maybe or something like that. But I honestly can't call it.
Yeah, I'm going to run a shot. We're going to see. It just can't believe it summer season. This was never going to happen. I thought it's just too much, but. These guys have definitely had their ups and their downs, but a 38.9, I should say, from Langman is a good place to start. Also, just in the last hour or so, he's taken the lap record without the corner cut on Abu Dhabi. So there you go. That is another thing to bear in mind. This is so, for them, it's tense. I feel excited, but I also feel tense because two things could happen today. We're going to see an almighty scrap for a championship, or what we're going to see is absolute controversy. And any money, knowing because it's DRL, it's going to be controversy, no matter how, because this league has had its ups and its downs this season. But this is the time, this is the absolute time where the league needs to pull something out the bag, and this is such a good time to do it as well. The end of the season, a title decider, it's just the question of who's going to win. But yeah, this is very, very interesting. In fact, a little stat to bring to you right now is that Langman and Joe have finished first and second on 2 occasions this season. just twice. So, you know, it's unlikely that it's going to happen, but that was round 5 and round 7 were the two races which they finished first and second. This is gonna be close. It's gonna be close, but more on for the championship battle later. I think there's another scrap going on in the championship as well. This one is between Renault and Sauber, 5th and 6th in the constructors at the moment, and they're not separated by too many points. 14.5 points because we've done half points in Silverstone. So yeah, that is the points difference between them. They can take 5th place in the championship today, Sauber, as could Toro Rosso, who are 17 points behind Renault in the championship. So yeah, again, all very close. But I want to ask you now, who's going to play this, I want to say the words devil advocate. Who's going to be in here making the problem, you know, trying to neutralise it, make this all very, what's the word, just getting in the way is probably
Throw a spanner in the works.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, with how much practice these two do, though I doubt there'll be anyone that is between them on raw pace, to be honest. This isn't going against any of the other drivers. You know, a lot of these guys are all very, very quick, but these two have done so much sweating for this race that I think, you know, we saw Shamil a couple of weeks back able to get between them, which obviously was very, very well done to him. And I know personally, obviously from drivers I race with, Fredster, he can be quick on his day. But I think, to be honest, I think the only time anyone at the moment, from what I'm aware, will get between them is in the pit stop phases. We could see a 2010-esque race where we see some driver end up in the way that they just can't get past.
Yeah, and no one likes the rear end of a Renault. That's all I can say. So, yeah, I mean, I've been speaking to a lot of the drivers today as to what they think is going to happen. And in particular, I've been talking to Gorsh and a few others as well. The two championship drivers, of course, Anki Bitzer and Hamilton, the two USR lads. And, I mean, they seem to think they may be able to get in this fight somehow. Gorsh definitely thinks he's able to get in this fight. But he said that in USA and he finished 4th, so he could well do it. I mean, the Fredster is another one, to be fair. He definitely could throw a spanner in the works as Joe goes so sideways through the double chicane, that is, all the way. What is the number of that corner? 11, 12 and 13. He's now braking down towards turn 17 and a flick of 18 underneath the hotel, and now 19 as well. I've never commentated on a title decider, so I don't really know what to expect. But around the final couple of corners we go, turn 20 and 21. Where will this put Joe? This is crucial on his championship chart. 38 hundredths of a second off of pole position.
But Langman's on a set of supers, not a set of ultras. But really? Joe got 2 warnings on that lap as well. I watched most of the lap, and it didn't seem that.
Well, it's saying for me that. It says to me that Langman did his time on ultra soft tyres. If that's true,
he might have. Then he might. Well, put it this way: he's just saying now he's gone on to ultras. I don't. It's changing over continuously. I'm pretty certain his lap was done on supers, but I think he's now on a set of ultras. So that's why it's changed there. But I think it was done on supers.
Yeah, he is in the box seat for this now. He's gone straight out on ultra soft. Oh, sorry, come out onto ultra soft tyres. So now we're going to see maybe a good lap from Langman, but it's 38 hundredths of a second at the moment. So yeah, these two have also been contemplating what assist they're going to use for this. They're not sure. Well, I'm not sure what assist they're using, but yeah. There was a lot of controversy surrounding that. There was also a lot of questions. Around a track like Abu
Dhabi, it's no assists is very, very overpowered. From personal experience, you can get away with medium traction, and not really ABS, to be honest, with the nature of a couple of the corners.
This is the part that's really another talking point, is the strategy for this race. I believe it's 2 stops, is it? Or 2 or 3?
It should be a 2-stop.
Yeah.
You can take the ultra sort of lap 5, lap 6, and then have to do a supers and then a soft stint, depending on how good your tyre wear is.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you could see punctures today, I guess. I mean, if they're not wise on their tyres, then, you know, if they try to stretch it too much. Because this was a thing that Langman said, and I think it's so true. Like, I think it goes without saying for both the drivers. They'll both tense up. They'll both be so tense that they won't actually know. They'll just be so, like, you know, embraced in it all, so tense, and they just won't concentrate, they won't focus. Or they're just going too slowly, so they don't break a front wing and they don't lose, you know, tyre wear too quickly. So it's, you know, yeah, it's very interesting.
Anything can happen really here today. One thing I have also noticed from previous league experience around the circuit, if I'm not mistaken, this has happened to me on 4 different occasions. At Abu Dhabi, there is a tendency to see a safety car right at the end of the race with sort of 3-4 laps to go, and it will leave you with about a 2-lap shootout. Now, obviously, I can't guarantee that happens tonight, but if I'm not mistaken, that's happened to me. I think, yeah, ASR, AOR, WF1, and LR, yeah, 4 times to me in recent, well, on the F1 2016 game. We've got a lot of support for Langman in the chat, so Joe clearly not the fans' favourite at the moment. So unlucky for poor Joe right there, but still, you know, he's sometimes cough Sebastian Vettel. You don't have the fans, but you can still do well.
Absolutely, that's true. So yeah, a lot of people have actually just been asking me on Xbox right now, where's the stream? Where is it? I want to know. Where's the stream? So they're like sort of asking and
point them over my direction.
Yeah, we're all
pointing
them over to your place. That's exactly where I'm. Yeah, what I'm planning on.
Langman, who I think he either bottled his run or he's going back into the pit, and I think Shamil is on it, or was on a run, or is on a run. No, he's coming into the pits as well. He's only less than a tenth off as well.
Yeah,
that is
close.
Really close, to say the least. Where is El Fredsterino?
Fredster left, and Gorsh is bottled turn.
Oh, is Fredster given up for the evening, has he?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll try and get back in, but yeah.
I can hook him up with an invite now. If it's easier.
I can't find him on my list.
Anyway, I'll try and hook him up with one. Can have a look through my whole friends list now.
I've just seen that Gorch has gone straight on at the hairpin towards the Ferrari world. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, this
is... just messaged me going, room for improvement.
maybe some room for improvement. Nice to see that Kubica is in a Renault. That's nice and ironic because, of course, today, well, a couple of days ago, we heard the news that Robert Kubica is testing the 2017 Renault at the Hungarian Grand Prix at some point. Also heard that young Brit Lando Norris is taking part in a test there as well.
It's nice that they're giving the kids and the pensioners chances. But neither are we taking Jolien's seat, so, you know, what can you do?
Well, Lando Norris is in a McLaren, so he's more likely to take, I don't know, if Nando decides, enough is enough, then...
Nando decides 230 miles an hour is good enough around a circle for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's better than 180.
It's better than, Canada, 12.
So. Yeah. Yeah, it was always nice to know that a mobility scooter could be faster. But we need to get back to the point. This is quite a big day.
I'm on board with Joe at the moment, who seems to be on a run.
Yeah, okay, let's go on board with him. He's P2 at the moment.
We have got Vapid saying that he's calling it that Joe will win the title.
Is he? Oh, okay, that's a brave shout from Vapid, who's going for a title in another league, and I want to say wish him well, but I'm sort of racing against him, so I don't wish him anything, to be honest.
Oh, you wish him bad luck to the end.
No, he's had a good season, to be fair. He's done alright. And Joe is coming through the the hotel section once again, under 18 and 19. This is a very weird circuit, actually. 50,000 seats are available at this track, which you probably would have expected more, but 50,000 is the capacity. Around the final corner comes Joe then. He goes P1 with a 38.0. Oh, dear.
That's a good lap.
Yeah, that's
Respect him,
8/10
that is a
faster.
good lap.
That is 8/10 faster. My God, he was
The
on it.
Langman on a set of supers.
So
Langman might be on a run at the moment.
I don't
actually, he might be. I don't know. Yeah, I think he is on a run at the moment.
Who are all these people joining the lobby? I have no idea. I've never seen some of these names. Joe's retired, so clearly we're coming
Joe's
towards the
happy
end of
with
the
that.
session.
Joe's done.
Yeah. So the championship is his to take, is his to lose. He is under the pressure now. He's under the spotlight to get that good start. Of course, day to night race in Abu Dhabi. This is going to be so good, hopefully. So 8/10 of a second at the moment, Langman is off of Joe. We know the gap, 7 points. If you haven't been aware, it's only 7 points. So a race win will do it for Langman tonight. A race win will do it for either of them tonight. And the constructors will be decided tonight as well. So yeah, it's got
to be decided, hasn't it? It's the final race.
Yeah, it's the final race. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. This is going to be great, I think. Also, let us know your thoughts in the chat as well. I also want to see that, who you think is going to win the title if you didn't vote, and if you did vote, who did you vote for? So that was a nice.
Vapid just thanked you for all the support. Ready for your race, but
yeah.
I think Langman now. I don't know if he was on a run last lap or if he's just going for a double run.
He's on one now. I think he was nearly stuck for time as he comes to the end of Sector 1. Does the Red Bull, and we know this is a crucial lap then for his championship. Through turn 7 he goes and short shifts as he always does up towards the DRS zone, one of the longer straights on the calendar. It's been sort of what's the word, just bombarded by other tracks that have got as long straights like Baku and China, but a very good, well, pretty decent sized straight nonetheless. But into 8 and 9, and the little kink that is classed here as turn 10. Qualifying is now over. This is his last run. So if Langman's going to take pole position and take this fight to Joe, he needs to do it now. As we head into the double chicane, you can see turn 11, 12 and 13 are creeping up on you quickly. He keeps a lovely line through there. Doesn't lose the car's rear end. Goes through turn 14 and up through the gears once again towards the hotel section as he breaks down towards turn 17 and doesn't lock up at all. This is a brilliant effort from the Red Bull at the moment. Now through, loses a little bit, keeps pushing. He's still on his lap through turn 20, doesn't lose too much time. You'd hope that's a bit of curb, a bit more than I would have expected. It is a warning. Now through turn 21, where's this going to put Langman? Pole position of 37.7. Oh my God, what a lap. What a lap.
That
from
was
the Red Bull.
incredible.
He put it on pole here, and as if this championship is going to get close. Oh, you bet your bottom dollar it's going to be close, because we know if Langman wins tonight and Joe finishes second, Langman wins the championship with no points difference. It's simply race win. So yeah, this is what it's coming up to. Gorsh comes across the line now. He goes P3, 1.1 seconds off the leaders. So he is a fair way away, isn't he? My goodness me. Says a lot about the pace of the
yeah,
top two.
the top two are a second quicker than anyone else.
Yeah, that is absolutely crazy.
The sweat is working for them at the moment.
They really don't want to get caught up in any mishaps. But there is your qualifying result, and the most crucial one of the season has gone to Langman, who takes pole position here in Abu Dhabi. From OMG, it's Joe, then Gorsh and Shemil Heskey, then it's USR Hamilton, Morgs, Velocity, Rampage, Factual Impala gets in the top 10 with the Fredster starting in the 10th place role. Then it is VJ, RTB Cool, Loex Breaker, and Kubica failed to set a time. We need to leave. So very, very tense qualifying there. I don't know how much you can really read into that, but
I think you can read a lot into that, to be honest. I think you can read that those two have been sweating it all day. Yeah,
but what I'm trying to get at is we don't know their race pace. So their race pace could be, you know, some of the guys behind them may be able to match them for race pace. That's possible. So I wouldn't, come to any conclusions after that. I mean, Gorsh may have a trick up his sleeve. It was all about the start, of course. Now Langman's taken, he took pole. He's taken pole a few times this season, but fastest lap has only gone to him and Joe this season, which says that their race pace isn't going to be bad at all in this title decider. So we're getting pretty close now. This is probably the most nervous these two are gonna be. They don't want to jump the start, which is good that we left. But yeah, this is gonna get fun, isn't it? I think they're back in the, they're in the lobby now. So let's join back. If you can
invite me when you get the chance.
Yeah, I will, as I always do. Hopefully the formation lap's on as well. Yeah, there you go. You may have got a couple, but it's better than none.
2 is better than none, kid. You're right.
Yeah. So, of course, I really don't know what to expect now. This is pretty tense. Pretty tense for those guys. I feel pretty tense. I mean, I don't obviously favour any of the drivers, but you would hope that there's no massive crash. I've said that, and we haven't started, so this could be controversial. It's a bit more of a commentator's curse. I'm known for it, so yeah. Of course, day to night race, Abu Dhabi. If you didn't know, this is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Best man wins is what I say, and as I've said to them time and time again. Don't go into this with any regrets. Don't leave it with any regrets. Leave it all on the track. Do not let I think that's probably the best way to approach it. I have no idea. I've never won a championship, but I guess that's probably the way you should do it. Unless you can tell me otherwise, because I'm pretty sure you have, haven't you?
Oh, you've just got to go in all guns blazing, don't you? It's if you got nothing to lose, then you just got to push.
When people say it's only league racing, they don't care. Trust me when I say, I reckon if you were in this position right now,
if you're in a championship fight, you care.
Yeah, you'd be feeling it now. This is it's ironic that I'm on board with Langman, and above his driver helmet, you can see the phrase "Think before you drive." Yes, that could definitely play a role today. Just 7 points, and there's been a lot of drivers that have kept each other honest this season, but 4 different race winners says that this has been a pretty good season in all fairness, and we've had a number of different podium finishes, so this is going to be close, very, very close, as they all get lined up on the grid now. Joe on your right, Langman is on the left. We're getting ready then. Here we go. The title decider here in Abu Dhabi. 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. There's been a jump start from a Toro Rosso further back, and look at one of the Mclarens on the inside into turn 1, but Langman covers him off into turn 1, so he's got that all done and dusted. And Joe's already going on the offensive of the Red Bull as we head towards turn 3. He can't quite get the move done there. It's an almighty start from whoever that was. May have been a Laxart. Joe going up the inside of Langman though, in towards turn 4. He gets the move done and pivotal for the championship. And he's got it all done, and Langman needs to find a way through and can't do it. Oh my goodness me, that could have been... Oh, Joe's lost a massive tank slapper then. Down towards turn number 6, I believe this is, or turn 8. So, here we go then. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Whoa, stop.
That's going to have to be race restarted, isn't it?
Stop.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well.
No. Stop. We're not going to have that. No.
Gamer King 1016 is the culprit, and someone spear tackled him. That was impressive.
Right, we're going to do a restart. Yeah, Langman's retired, and absolutely, there you go. Absolute respect between the two. What can I say? That is shocking. Absolutely shocking. So, Yeah, a title decider. Yeah, we understand loud and clear. So, really not very good situation to be in there. Okay, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. I'm going to now contact that person and tell him quite politely what I think of him.
Yeah, that's just
Absolutely ridiculous.
lovely. Once I've joined, I'm gonna go appear offline just in case,
Yeah.
because you never know.
Um, yeah, so I'm not sure what we're doing here. I'm going to get the latest. But that is, oh Jesus, session no longer exists. That really doesn't help anything, does it?
Yeah, that's not useful, especially for those guys as well. Like that's,
Yeah,
I don't know if we're gonna do one shot 50% or what, but that is not ideal for anyone, to be honest.
yeah, yeah. Also, the people who are watching the stream, that is not our fault. So, I mean, every lobby should be friends only, and that's how we always have done it. It's always how we will do it. So, until now, where of course we're going to have to take precaution, and yeah, absolutely shocking, shocking. So, yeah, I need an invite. I haven't got one.
Oh, I can invite you.
Oh, thank you.
That is so annoying. Can I invite? No, I can't. I can actually. Right, I want to pair offline now, so if anyone's trying to join through me, they can.
Yeah, I one shot qualifying, so that is the
50%, yeah, that's fair.
yeah. Can you invite Shamil, please?
Oh, I can do.
Yeah, so race was going to be a restart. Also, we may need
Where
invites
should
for
we?
when we need to get back into. Yeah, he's asked me for an invite, so
I've invited him.
okay, there you go. Um,
Fred's asking me for invites as well. Fred isn't on. Oh, there he is. He's further up on my friends list. I can't invite him through bloody that, can I? Why is F1 so complicated?
this now puts, of course, massive massive bearing, I guess, on this championship, especially for what they were going for. That's never happened before. Never happened before.
Well, it's never happened in DRL, put it that way.
Yeah, that I've never seen it happen in any league race I've ever done. That says how good. Sometimes it's
Well, I've had a couple, to be honest. I won't lie. There's been a couple of people that have decided to join. Look, well, one of them was actually signed up to AOR, and I'm pretty certain was the quickest permanent blacklist they've ever had. After
yeah.
I think it was just one evening, he got permanently blacklisted because he attempted to take about 9 people.
Yep. So has been restarted. So we are getting ready now. This is I'm not sure how many people were in the lobby beforehand, but there definitely was more than 10. So I think right, Ninjas is in now. We need to get RTB Cool in. Not letting me invite him to the game. Yeah, everyone's now.
I think he's the last person we're waiting. RTB Cool is in.
Yeah, okay, so I think we're nearly time to go. We obviously do apologise if we can't get straight into the action of one-shot qualifying, but it's on invite only now, so we're going to struggle to get back in.
Joe,
Yeah.
mate, if you've DM'd me something I haven't got anything, or like if you've just messaged me, then so.
Yeah, A350 Velocity is in, so we're getting to that stage again. Right, leave. You did leave, right?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I have left now.
We'll need an invite back, won't we?
Yar.
Right, if I get one off Joe, then you can. Oh shit, he's not racing on that
Join off
account, is
you,
he?
hopefully. I want to pair off like. Oh, Joe's invited me.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, has Joe sent me a DM on Xbox? Is that what it was about? No, it wasn't. And I get some weird messages on Xbox at the moment, I won't lie.
Yeah, I've just seen the guy who jumped the start. He was a complete random.
Yeah.
He told
By the
Morgs
looks
that
of
he
it.
was in the league, and yeah, just got confirmation there was Morg's friend that did it. So thank you very much for that. Very, very much appreciated. God, snake.
He's a snag.
Yeah, very, very big snake indeed. So, I guess now the question is, who's going to be on pole position?
If it's
After
if it's not Langman, I think he'll be
No,
pretty
but
damn robbed,
this
to
is
be honest.
yeah, but
Is it one
this
shot?
is yeah, one shot.
Okay.
You know what the
We'll
big
find out
worry?
quickly then.
You know what? You know what the big worry is about this, though, don't you? It's what happens if neither of them get on pole position? Like they both get a lap
If
invalidated.
they both make a mistake.
Yeah.
If it's only
What-
those two that make a mistake, for example, that could leave us with a very, very spicy race.
I'm gonna watch Langman. I don't know about you, but
I'm on board with
Yeah.
Langman. I'm just seeing
currently
how well he's able to
P5
do.
at the moment. So yeah, first sector. It's not looking great, is it, on that Red Bull's bar? I want to know who's leading. It's
His
Joe.
first sector's never been ridiculously strong, to be honest. It's throughout the rest of the lap.
Yeah, and he needs to close in on Joe, who is so little ahead of him. They're both coming through underneath that purple sign. Nick and Net is now I go for Langtively. For that to happen, I mean, I feel for Joe, of course, as well, because, yeah, but... You
Joe
cannot leave
is-
after quali.
Oh, Langman takes the lead there. Just I was about to say, Joe is just got a lead. Langman has now nudged past there. Has Joe been... No, he hasn't been, like, disqualified or anything. Like, his lap's been cancelled or anything out. They are so close, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Are we leaving at the end or not? Because I'm being told that I can't leave at the end of the session.
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Because we're going to have to get DQ'd.
Yeah.
Should we just DQ it? Because I don't want to risk not even making the start. Langman goes pole position with a 38.8.
Joe, 2/10 off.
Oh, that was a big
Unfortunately
margin
there.
in.
So what are we doing? Are we staying in lobby or?
I don't know. Let me message him.
We haven't got much time.
How long have we got? Oh, shite.
20 seconds.
Sorry,
Should we just
PG.
stay in and retire at the start?
Should we just do that?
We don't want to.
Yeah.
We don't want to take any risks.
Let's just do it. Screw it.
I'll quickly go from last to first, and then we'll quit. Yeah.
No, what we'll do is we'll just reverse off the grid.
Oh, that sounds fun. I want to go for the formation like that. We'll have a little bit. I'll do a bit of a rundown on all the drivers.
Oh, dear, I'm just gonna I'm in
This
a
is
house.
going to be Matt plays on a pad as well.
Yeah, this is also James plays
I'm in
on a
the
pad.
manor.
Oh, okay. So we're at the back, which is always
Okay.
good. Getting ready to start. This is the first time I've been on a DRL grid. So here's
Same.
Martin Brundle's grid walk for you, ladies and gents.
Yeah.
What I can tell you
Matt's
is
manor grid walk.
Matt's manor grid walk.
This is. It's like, you know, when they drive on like a rickety old bus. This is what the manor's like.
It's the last legs. It's got arthritis and everything. It's just
Most
just
likely.
losing it. Yeah.
I thought for a second we were about to start the race there.
I just got removed from the formation lap because I reversed off the grid. Ah.
Matt's made his way up to 15th already.
So as soon as we get ready to start, we have to, you know, because this is pivotal. This was going to be in a montage, but it can no longer be in a montage because you can't have people reversing off the grid on a montage. Doesn't look great, if I'm honest, but still.
Oh,
Rampage is telling me that he hates restarts. Well, I think we all do. To be honest. No one, you know, loves a restart, do they? Unless you've qualified in a crap position, you don't mind it.
yeah, unless you
So-
bottled it first time.
So back with Matt's Manor grid walk, or track guide, should I say? What can
Oh,
you
trust
say
me,
about
this
that?
is not a track guide. Oh,
I bet you're just trying to overtake me.
I made it all the way to 4th at one point.
Oh bloody hell! Alright. I was hitting heights.
I
for
did
you.
actually good.
I did. I actually did a good. I did an actually good one. Yeah. Well, here we go then, guys. We're basically getting ready for the restart, as you know. We'd love to know how many people are watching this. How many people are watching that?
We're up to 12 at the moment.
Oh, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Clearly people are interested. That could just be the 12 people that are in the lobby, but 12 people is 12 people, so we'll take it. And Vapid Coot. Yeah, he's another one that's watching. So they're coming through now to get this race restart underway. This is now when in F1 when they have the aborted starts. This is
Aborted
basically
start, yeah.
Because you get all the butterflies in your stomach. You're like, he's like
You
really
put
tense.
your mind into it, and then you have to reset.
Then you're like,
It's
"Oh,
not ideal.
Yeah. And they take you through some pointless graphics on the screen, and we don't have those, so you're not going to be seeing any pointless graphics from us. But anyway, we're going to 5 red lights then for the start of the Grand Prix.
I jumped the start.
Yeah, I got DQ'd, and we are underway now, and we can. I think Langman's
Down
leading
towards
through
USR
turn 1.
Hamilton's running to the back of Faction and Parler, but Langman still
Yeah.
leads the way, just ahead of Joe
Oh.
and Fred. So Fred's made up a position as well, and he could really help Langman out here. To
Yeah,
be honest,
but-
VSC,
virtual safety
that's helped
car.
us out. To be honest,
Yeah.
a VSC.
Okay. It's helped a few people out who got maybe spun at the start, but VSC has been deployed. So Joe sits behind Langman, his championship rival, who's brake checking him. Would you believe it if you did that?
The cheek of the man.
Yeah, the two Red Bulls are first and third. We know. Once the restart is underway, the safety car will, of course, the VSC. When it says ending, everyone just goes. They're like, gun it, go, don't bother.
When it says it might end soon, everyone's like, all right, that's good enough. I'll cheat it.
Absolutely. So we're coming through this sector now. Then we're on the first few. We're on the race restart. Everyone got off the line pretty
See,
cleanly
if
from what I
Langman's
saw.
sensible though, on this restart. He shouldn't actually speed up because he can back Joe into the traffic more. He
Yeah, he
shouldn't
could do
try and
that.
cheat it. He should just hold back.
This is very tactical.
But I don't
very
think he
sneaky.
is.
Gorch lost out at the start. Yeah, that's a loser off the start. Gorch started third. He is dropped to fourth, and Joe, as the restart is now back underway, Langman leads the way from Joe, and then Fredster and Gorch not too far behind. One of the Williams, I believe that may be Shamil, just behind them as well. So it's like, okay, restart, but he's gone deep though into the hotel section. He's cut across the track as well, and Joe's got to have a massive opportunity to make a move and can't quite do it. Is the pressure getting through? Joe at the inside, can't get the move done. These two championship rivals have been going at it, hammer and tongs for the last 11 rounds. Come to this round and they're scared, it seems. Let's just watch and just see, can Joe get him into turn one? He's not going to be close enough this time, but Joe got immensely close. Langman just ran straight across the curb there. Gorsh has run across the outside curb onto the AstroTurf of the exit of turn one. So Langman leads the way, but can Joe hold his charge down in towards turn four, that is? Can't quite do it. Turn 5 and 6, I should say, and isn't able to do it, but everyone is single file for now. But look at Joe, he's losing that back end so much. He seems to do that quite a lot, and Joe's going to have the slipstream well in effect is the Mercedes. So down towards turn 8 we go. Can Joe make a move on the Red Bull? I don't think he's going to get the move done there, and holds his nerve. And potentially, you know, strategy, as we said, could play a part. We've completed the first lap here. Langman still leads, of course. So Joe, he's now going under pressure, is Langman. He's going defensive into the double chicane, turn 11, and Langman and Joe going side by side through there. Couldn't quite get the move done there. Could Joe, and he holds second place. Langman still holding it out front, and he is backing him up, isn't he? He really is. He's not. He doesn't seem to be.
You get the sense that he is, to be honest.
Yeah, he's not pushing a hell of a lot. Langman gets the corner correct that time, turn 17. There's 21 turns of this circuit, and they're all very, very different in their own way.
They're all mostly 90-degree-ish.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it'd have to be if it's basically based on a right angle sort of loop, if you will. But still, as we head into lap 3, DRS will be enabled this lap, but the top 4 are within pretty close contention with each other. As we can see, Langman still leading the pack out front, and of course, if it stays as it is, Langman will win the championship. But of course, we have a long way to go in this race. Will Joe pile on the pressure with DRS? He's going to get immensely close, you feel. Coming down now through turn 7, and this is where it hops up massively. Onto the power goes Langman, who Joe gets a massive bite of oversteer coming off of turn 8. But will he get the move done on the Red Bull, his major rival? Joe moves to the inside. Langman doesn't defend. He's going to try and have to go late on the brakes, mate. Inside contact, the 2. And that could be controversial after the race, but the switchback move from Joe may help him out as we head down towards turn 11.
Fred could get a run here as well, to be honest.
Yeah, Joe gets the move done. So
Fred backs out.
He is into the lead of this race, and indeed the championship. So Joe leads the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and a pretty easy move, you'd say, on Langman, who now needs to get back past his championship rival. And Langman goes so late on the brakes, has to go deep. This is going to release his teammate, and as team orders have been applied, I'm not too sure, but I can't quite see what's going on here. Whoa, Langman.
Well, Fred's been nearly put in the wall twice in 2 corners there. Joe's gained about a second in all of that.
Yeah,
as Gorsh has now found his way up to 3rd.
Yeah, and when
Fred dives into the pit lane there, so Fred must have got damage.
Yeah, Gorsh is. He said he wanted to get involved in this championship fight. He's definitely doing that for Mclaren. This is getting very, very nerve-wracking. You feel for these guys. 24 laps to go, but this is pretty tense. So Gorsh is now all over the back. Langman, who loses it.
Oh, he's tagged him.
Where is he? Not quite. He nearly lost it all.
Credit to Langman. That is a ridiculously good save there.
Jesus.
This is not what he wants. This is not what he needs.
This is nerve-wracking, isn't it? I mean, Langman nearly bins it coming out of turn 3. Oh, the pressure is
Just
all
put your head
on
down,
him.
Langman, and just get your head back in the groove.
I thought Langman was a cool, calm, collected, almost a Raikkonen-esque sort of a character, but the way he is driving at the moment, he just looks all out of shape. It is, you know, I was speaking to Joe, as I said, I was speaking to both of these guys before the race started, and they sounded nervous, and Joe seemed to be, if I'm honest, he seemed to have not really a psychological edge at all. He seemed very, very nervous going into this, I think. So, yeah, I would have thought Langman there, that is very, very nerve-wracking, I think the correct word is to use there. It's not over yet, though. We're only on lap 4, so let's just calm down. This has got a long way to go here. Joe's made a couple of mistakes. Gorch is now catching the back of the Mercedes. Now, we know Gorch, who actually won the first race in Bahrain. That was his first ever league race win. So he's going to go for it. Gorch comes into the pits.
Everyone in the pits.
Langman follows him. Oh, is Joe coming as well? Joe has come in as well. So if they're going to be any time
USRQ
gained...
bits are on the super, stays out.
Yeah. So into the pits then comes Joe, and if no one else stops, this is going to be... Yeah, no one has stopped onto the... Oh, 5-second stop-go penalty for Langman. He's got a 5-second stop-go penalty.
Was that for barging Fred off earlier on, or...?
Potentially, but he's going to...
Let's have a look.
Oh, Jesus. So where's
This
Fred?
cannot go much worse.
Where's Fred?
He corner cut in and gained a place because of it. Not too sure when that happened.
What? Hang on.
But I think that must have been when he had that incident. Wait, no, according to that was lap 4, so that must have been after their incident with Fred.
Yeah.
I don't know when that has happened
actually,
exactly,
that could have been
Langman,
where he lost
not what
it
he
completely, because they always give really BS, you know, track extending. So now the Red Bull's going to play his part in this race. You can see the Fredster is now all over the back of OMG. It's Joe as we head down the main
And Fred's got ahead of all of them, hasn't he?
Yeah.
That's well done to him.
Factual Impala is holding up Gorsh Crowd at the moment. Now, Factual said he was going to go longer into this race, but Fred is looking for a move and can't quite do it at the moment. Just sits out behind Joe. This is so tense for these two. Fredster then, going to go for another move, you feel. Coming down this back straight. He's going to have all the momentum. Trying to go round the outside, it will be, towards turn 11. And he's going to try and get the move done here. Joe's going to have to yield here, and he's going to have to try and hold him and keeps him out. But Fredster around the outside, and the Red Bull takes this provisional lead of this Grand Prix. If he had sense now, he would back this pack up massively when the stops could come in from the others. But you feel, because he's not actually, I don't think, in a party with Langman, you feel this is going to be his to lose now, the Fredster. So, oh my God.
Well, we've got to remember the fact that I know Fred personally, and he is not good at saving his tyres. So if it comes down to it near the end of the race, this could really not play in... Well, you know, it's playing into his hands right now, but, you know, it can all change around.
Joe's into the pits. Joe's into the pits,
race.
Joe is in.
No, he's not. That's factual.
Oh, that's factual. Oh.
You've been on board with factual all this time.
Hang on, that means Gorch has jumped Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the pits.
No way.
Yeah, Gorch jumped Joe in the pits, and Langman obviously was held up. Fred's been able to get past all of them there, and Langman's only about 3.5 seconds back.
Oh my God. So these two that have come on, oh, there's a loss of front wing. That is Yuasa Kubica, who has got no front wing. He is going to have to come in for repairs, you feel. And I haven't seen the incident, but now Joe is going to feel the pressure, isn't he? He's going to go down towards turn 8 again and gets past Gorsh, who, well, wanted Joe to win the Drivers' Championship today. So, yeah, that could be controversial. Kubica gets well out of the way. Doesn't want to get in that. Thinks that nope, I'm not going to hold these two up.
Especially with no front wing. Can you imagine if he ran into the back of him into the next corner?
Jesus Christ. This is going to be... Yeah, lap 6 of 28. Legacy Langman through shot. He is trying to close this gap that he lost with a 5-second stop-go penalty. Of course, any penalties that you do seem to get like that can be overturned, but we're not sure. It was Gorsh's call, and Joe nearly loses it coming through turn 17, that was. So, oh my God. Do you know what? When I saw a Mercedes coming in there, I thought we have got a race on our hands now. That would have been absolutely sick if that happened, if I'm honest. From a neutral's perspective, that is. It would have been quite cool to witness that. But now Langman is trying to catch up to Gorsh Crab, who is P5 at the moment, Gorsh, and Langman is 6th. So, Yeah, we know what sort of things you can do on your tyres around here. If you can, you know, it can be quite costly around this circuit. So the Fredster, you can actually see the top four who were in the race or leading the race before the pit stops are now all together on track. They're third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So the Fredster now has the opportunity to back this pack up, but you don't think he will.
But does he just try and take home his own race victory here, or what?
Yeah.
Because there's been lots of obviously controversy around people joining leagues at the end of seasons and getting involved with championship fights and all that. And so, like, I don't want to mention names, but I think we all know who we're thinking of in this situation. He takes a very aggressive move on RTB Cool there as well.
Yeah.
But does he just race his own race or what?
Yeah, exactly. What do you do? So it is USR Hamilton leading this race, but look at RTB Cool trying to come back at him there. He's trying to hold him up, and rightfully so as well. This is not a sector to be sat behind traffic, is it really? Well, in no disrespect to RT, but he isn't in this fight for the championship, but is now playing a big role, and he was a Langman supporter, so this is very...
he might do everything he can there.
Yeah, he's going to try...
But he's got in the way of Gorsh now, further back. Gorsh has ran wide.
Oh, contact!
Oh, Gorsh, like...
So...
That's not what Gorsh needed.
Oh...
Langman now will just be praying that Fred can hold up Joe for him. That is just, he's got to completely... there's a couple of drive... Well, I'm just on board. Fred is now trying to get a move done on USR Hamilton here.
RTB has moved straight out of the way. Oh my god, he's gone straight on. He doesn't want to get... Oh, has he? Yes, he has. He's gone straight on and doesn't fight Langman at all there. But now, Fredster is trying to get a move done on USR Hamilton as they come down in towards the chicane, and Joe's nearly hitting his rear wing at the front wing as well. And the Fredster goes round the outside through turn 7.
Joe could get the pair of them here.
He could do. This would be a tremendous move. Do you remember Alonso versus Webber and Massa in Brazil that time? They're going to go 3 abreast in towards the turn 8 here, and oh my god, Joe cuts straight across him and gets the lead. Well, that's a pretty tremendous move, but Fred is coming back at him as well.
Oh, he's turned in on Hamilton.
Yeah.
I told you Joe would get them both, and he has.
Jesus.
That's very, like, I think we haven't played that up enough, to be honest. That was a brilliant move by Joe in the end. He just threaded the needle between the pair of them, but with how much has gone on, that's just not anymore.
It was just so risky, wasn't it? You just didn't expect him to go for such a, Braveheart move, and oh my god.
Oh, Fred's made a mistake. Oh no, Langman again!
Is he be taken out?
Can anything go right for him? Fred made an error. He put USR Hamilton
he's
in
out.
a bit
No,
of
he's
a
been spun.
mess.
Yeah. Oh my
god. Oh, Langman,
god.
this is just... How,
Fred's
honestly,
retired.
what more can go wrong for Langman here? Fred's quit, I think. I don't know what's happened to Fred there. Has Fred been DQ'd, or has Fred retired?
Oh my god. The safety car has been deployed here in Abu Dhabi. Oh. As if this championship fight didn't get any more dramatic. Oh my god. It just had. It just has. That is crazy scenes. Absolutely crazy. I don't know what to say. I really don't, because that was heart in mouth
Joe
moment.
pitted. I think Joe stayed out. So Langman,
Joe
we just spoke about that, and he's been saved a lot here.
Yeah, absolutely.
As soon as that happened, he's been saved. Fred retired, I think. I don't know why exactly.
Yeah, but that... Now it gets interesting. The man who's the man who's had luck, you'd say, in this race so far has been Joe, hasn't it? I mean, he made that move.
He's been stripped of it all now, though, hasn't he?
Absolutely. This is bare bones stuff. This is this really is one of the... I've never really, as I said, I've never commentated on a title decider before, so I don't think this is too bad a place to start. I'm coming off the week of a milestone, I think we could say. This is... I've done my first Monaco race and now my first title decider, so this is a very good one. It has to be said. This is a fantastic, like, because you know what sort of happens in DRL, with no disrespect. You know that there's going to be some sort of controversy, and that within the first 9 laps we've had controversy, no question. Absolute no question. So, yeah. If you want an update on who's winning the championship, of course, it is OMG, it's Joe. He will still lead, and the gap in the championship would look a lot bigger than it actually has been for a lot of this season. It would be 7 points in this championship. We've had a few controversial races this season, but this will go down as maybe the best of the lot. So yeah, that very nearly got very, very bad very, very quickly. So yes, what else to say really? It's just
I think this could be Titanic, to be honest. Obviously, I think obviously I haven't commentated all season long, and I think one of the big turning points for me whilst I've been in this series was that first lap at Canada.
yeah.
And from then on, Langman has been on the back foot, and he has grappled his way all the way back that he is still within a fighting chance in the final race of the season. It's not like he needs luck on Joe's half. He's still fully in control of what he needs to do. And I think that just shows sort of what this season's really all been about, hasn't it?
That has been, hasn't it? Absolutely just crazy. Just crazy. It's just been like... When you thought it wasn't possible, it all happened. Like, you know what I mean by that? It's like, if we've called something as if, like, you know, it's make-believe almost, like, it's not going to happen, there's not going to be any crashes, it's not going to be that controversial. Canada, we said, no, Langman will not bottle this race. This is a race he just, no. Straight into the barriers at Canada. And you just thought, oh, God, this is mad. And then Britain, we had the restart. And Joe took pole position. What a controversial moment that was in the restart. Remember that time. And then Joe won the race. Whilst Langman in the previous race in Britain, the 2 races we had, the first race, Langman was dominating from his teammate at the time, Straccio. So, yeah, I mean, my goodness me. Sign-ups, if you want a quick plug, are still available for the league if you haven't signed up already. But we are... we use the word unsure of the future of this league, but if we could go out on a high like this, it would be pretty spectacular. It has to be said. So yeah, as we know, both of these guys are going for their first championships. They've never before won a championship. It's only this year that both had taken a race win. So you know, that sort of puts it into perspective as well, just how far these guys have come. And I've seen a lot more of Langman, like, during his, if you will, league racing career than I have Joe. But my God,
Joe's everywhere though, isn't he?
Yeah.
I can't think of many leagues Joe isn't in or hasn't been in.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
He's
but like,
definitely...
I've known Langman, I should say, longer than I've known Joe in this. So yeah, I mean, these two seem to be rivals in basically every league that they're in together. Like, I mean, I'm just going to point out leagues, and I really couldn't care because we don't know what this means, of course, but TWRL, they're separated by, you know, 7-8 points with 2 rounds to go. There's a title decider there. RGL, they're pretty close there as well. Like, in terms of performances, you'd have to say they're very close. This is very, you know, it's not often... I don't know how often this happens where you get a league or a community and, like, you've got drivers and they always seem to be together and they always are rivals in whatever league they're in. I've never seen it as much as I have seen it with these two, but my God, they're giving each other plenty to talk about in Twitter, that is, as well. So, safety car stays out, of course, and yes.
I think it's coming in the end of this lap.
Yeah? Well, Joe seems to be back.
Yeah, well, Joe's doing about 50 miles an hour, so I'll be a bit worried if it wasn't.
You know what's really annoying me now, though, is that Gorsh is not closing in on Joe. You need 10 car lengths behind is the maximum gap now. It's much shorter than that now, but Gorsh is holding up the pack, isn't he? And that is controversial.
Well, it's more than 10 now, to say the least, but Gorsh is closed once again right back up. Let's go on board with him. He's definitely giving Joe some room,
Yeah, he has. hasn't
Langman
he?
will
Yeah.
not be happy with that. Rampage just dived up the inside of RTB Cool straight away.
Yeah, Langman's going
just
for a
seen
move
that
straight
in the
away, I
background.
think, into towards turn 1. Joe's got away very, very cleanly, but Langman is going to be absolutely furious with that restart from Gorch. Absolutely furious. You can just, oh, Gorch nearly loses it through turn 3. But you have to say that is very, very unsportsmanlike from Gorch. You know he wants to win, but with no oh, Langman trying to get his front wing in there. That's just not going to happen. And now he's
Just
under
keep
pressure
it clean,
from the
Langman.
Williams
Keep
behind.
it clean.
Yeah, this is just. Oh, I can't. Just let us know what you think of that in the Twitch chat. I would love to know what you think. If you're all watching this, what you think of that.
Oh, Hamilton runs into the back of Morgs there. Morgs is looking very good in P4 as well. Just noticed that. GG to him.
Yeah. Here we go then. Langman is obviously not going to have DRS, but he's going to try and close in on Gorsh Crab in towards this triple chicane 13, 14 and 15, I believe it is. 11, 12 and 13, I do apologise. That is very, very controversial indeed. So now he's got it all to do, Langman, hasn't he? He's got to pass Gorch and then he's got to catch Joe. So yeah, this is where it does get very, very interesting. Of course.
Still a long way to go though in this race. Still a long way to go. 16
laps of this championship decider, and it's getting tense. And you do feel that it's getting tense as well, but it wouldn't say that by the Twitch chat because yeah. Joe was actually in the chat whilst
Joe's messaging whilst racing.
Yeah.
Clearly the straights are long enough for him at the moment. But you need Joe, mate, stop going in chat or I'll time you out. Just carry on with your race. Gorsh makes a little bit of a mistake there into the second sector. Langman, he won't have DRS this lap, will he? No, nearly contact between the pair of them though.
But he's fast.
And Langman, even with just slipstream here, he's got a good run.
Yeah, here he goes though, in towards turn number 11, turn 8 I should say, and he's not going to get enough run there, but they aren't that far away from the leader, are they? There is a massive train forming. Langman just trying to get the switch back on Gorsh as they come through the chicane now, and here is his opportunity. Whoa, smashes through the DRS board, doesn't need it, no. Just denied, and Gorsh is still on the defensive, and Langman trying to go round the outside. There's contact between the two, and Langman is forced off. And
if he gets an illegal overtake, that'll be a bit gutting. But to be honest, for Langman at the moment, I don't think he's really got. Yeah, he's got a legal overtake.
He's got to be wary of Williams as well. That was not the greatest place to sort of, you know, release Gorsh, if you will. I mean, you're better off do it on a straight rather than. I mean, because Gorsh could have been
I think Gorsh is
there.
trying to just hold him up for all he can.
Yeah, Morgs is now closing in. This is very much a Rosberg Hamilton of 2016, if you remember, in Abu Dhabi. A lot of backing up of the pack, and it allows more of the other pack to close in. This is helping their tyre wear, but I mean, it's just frustrating, isn't it? To say the least. I mean, 14, well, it would be 17 points to gap for the championship if Langman cannot dispose of Gorsh. So, yeah, just take it easy, you two. Don't get into anything stupid. Langman's going to be feeling the heat now. And you said in qualifying, I remember, as you don't want the Alonso Kubica or the Alonso sort of situation he had in 2010. So, yeah, DRS is now enabled. So Langman can start to reel in that McLaren. It's a little bit deep, a little bit side. It's all contact!
Oh!
Into the barriers! Oh!
That was lag, if ever I've seen it. No idea what's happened there. Morgs has benefited massively. Can anything more go wrong for him? Honestly.
Look at that. 3 abreast. There's a Toro Rosso Force India and a Mercedes going absolutely at it into turn. Jeez, look at that squabble of cars all going for 8th place, or 7th place I should say. Oh my goodness me. And that's Factual Impala as well, and I mean,
Ninja's trying to look down the inside. Can he go for a double overtake? You can't even commentate over that properly. That's
It's
just
mad,
5
isn't
or
it?
6 cars in an all-out war for that position.
That is a squabble, is what we call that. An absolute squabble. Gorch then
Langman
comes into the
dives it
bit.
into the pits.
Yeah, Langman's in as well. Oh, I'm actually, I think the correct term is annoyed. But because I
Well, I
did
don't know
sort
if
of,
it was the same for you, but unfortunately for me, it lagged just as they made contact, so I don't know for sure what happened between the pair of them.
well, for me, it was just contact. They just hit each other. It was a big tap from one of them. So, yeah, it was as if Langman didn't have it all to do. He has it all to do now. He's on soft tyres and will probably go close to the end of this race, you
He's going
feel.
to have to go to the end for
Yeah,
sure.
13 laps to go in this Grand Prix. Oh, the absolute heart wrench. And Shamil is under pressure from second place. Oh, sorry, fourth place. Who's second? That's Morgs in second place.
Morgs, yeah.
Williams are second and third, which also happened back in 2015, I think I'm right in saying. They finished second and third in Abu Dhabi, but the guy behind is who is that? It's USR Hamilton, and there's a massive squabble still. But this is now fifth place, RTB Cool in the Ferrari. You can see with Factual Impala not too far behind. There's a Force India of Ninjas and Rampage just trying to make their way through the pack, and yeah, people getting ahead of themselves in the chat as well. Yeah, Vapid correctly pointing out that he hasn't won anything yet. Stratcho has commented saying that it's a congratulations to Joe on the championship, but nothing is yet. He could make a mistake. We know how slidey, how happy he is on that right foot, and it's just because anything could still happen. We could still have I don't know. We won't have another safety car now, will we? So
Can still do. It's
could
not
we?
fully out of the question yet.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is very, very controversial. What a controversial race this is. Yeah, Stratcho's saying we're trying to commentate cursing, but to be honest, from a neutral's perspective, the most we can do. We can't really say much more than that, if I'm honest. So Morgs is driving a terrific race in that Williams, coming through all of this controversy, and the man who's, would you believe, not doing very well in the championship, it has to be said, Morgs is 16th in the championship, is second here in Abu Dhabi, and this would put Williams above Haas, definitely, in this championship, and yeah, this is so frustrating. I mean, with the league in the situation that it is in, if you know what I'm trying to say, you didn't need something like that to sort of happen. If you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Like major contact. Like, we just wanted a championship fight, and we haven't got it in the end here. It's like 2014 where Rosberg had those issues, and there was no title fight. It was whether Hamilton would hold off the Williams. And yeah, it is a massive shame that we've seen a crash of that stature. I want to see what the chat's going to be like after this race. I can imagine absolute frustration to what is just unbelievable. It really is. But yeah, Kubitz are doing well. 7th place in the Renault, so they're having a good drive today, aren't they? Having a good outing. 4th and 7th. Renault would not go ahead. Well, would they? Hang on. No, they wouldn't go ahead of Mclaren at this stage of proceedings. So yeah, we've got 11th to go here, and A350 Velocity is trying to make his way back through the pack, and he is P6 at the moment in the Sauber, and closing in on RTB Cool in the championship. I honestly think that whatever happens this race, we need to talk to Langman after this race. I think I think that needs to happen.
Williams, second and third, looking good at the moment. 2014 throwback right there. We've still got A350 velocity, RTB Cool and USRQ Bits are squabbling it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know whether you just heard what I said, but basically that. But, yeah, let's just... yeah, we'll get Langman in the party after the race. He's currently 9th at the moment, so, you know what, he's had the most race wins this season, so that's something he can
And he's
take.
ahead of Gorch again.
Yeah.
The irony there.
Yeah. Gorch was trying a bit too hard to hold him up, and to be honest, I said to Gorch he has every right to defend his position, but if it gets too aggressive and it gets to that stage, it was not necessary. So, oh, Faction Impala, Jesus, 8th place for Langman, but Faction Impala, my God, just get out of the way. And now there's a massive squabble ahead of Langman. Now we go, A35 over lost in.
Well, it's two positions.
Yeah, on a plate for the Red Bull as he makes his way back through the pack. So, yeah, I'm not sure how long a pit stop takes around here. I'm not sure if you know, but yeah, now Langman is trying to get past.
Just over 20, I think.
Langman is trying to get back past RTB Cool. RTB Cool is very gentlemanlike in that he did not hold him up very much there, which, to be fair, if you were Langman, you would respect that a lot. And if it was me in his position, I definitely would, because that is pretty brilliant. So, yeah, I mean, commiserations at this stage, but we still have 10 laps to go, and of course Joe needs to make another pit stop. So, yeah, it's all about how long he can take these tyres and what the gap will be.
It's not fully over. Langman's got a 3-second pen that I've just noticed.
And we have seen Langman, I have seen Langman in a lot of races where he's come back from absolutely nothing. Again, I'll plug another league, but RGL on Saturday night. He was last, he left the lobby, he joined back, his AI made a pit stop, and he still won. It's just crazy how he managed to perform such a feat like that, and does it time and time again. But Joe is 25 seconds up the road, so yeah, it is a long way. It's now 24.3. I think if he gets within 20, he's also coming out just behind, or just ahead of one of the Williams cars as well. I want to say it's Morgs. Indeed it is.
Morgs was in the pits.
Yeah.
So he's... how far up the road ahead of Morgs is he? Let's have a look. He's about 24 behind. He's about 2 seconds ahead of Morgs, and Morgs is about 10 seconds, I'm inclined to say, behind Joe before the incident. So he's only sort of 7-8 seconds back at the moment.
Yeah.
This is not over.
It's not over. Langman, we don't think we'll have to pit again. We are to say that. I mean, 13 laps on soft tyres. I mean, if ultra softs last what 4 laps, then softs have got to last a good that amount of time, haven't they? Surely. I mean, it would be stupid if they didn't. So, Langman, we don't believe has to stop again for another set of tyres now. In this race, USR Hamilton is the next car. Now he has made one pit stop and is, yeah, all these guys ahead of what's his name, Langman at the moment have all got to make another stop. So it's interesting if Joe does come in. Joe's in the pits. Yeah. So here we go.
Stay on board with Langman then. See where he is. He's coming through the final sector here. He's only about 23 seconds back. This is looking alright for him.
Onto super soft tyres goes Joe though. Oh, I don't think it's going to be close enough. Joe's coming down the pit straight. I'll keep an eye on it, but Langman must be pushing like crazy. Joe's coming towards the end of the pit lane, whereas Langman is coming through the final corner. I don't think he's going to have it here.
He's not going to be there, but he's not going to be too far away either.
Yeah, well there is Langman.
He's still going to be, you know, sort of 5 seconds back.
There is Joe, so you can see within a camera shot the two, ever so slightly, but you can see them both. And Joe is out into the lead of the race, so I mean, it's just guts. It really is. But I'll check the penalties because that could play pivotal role. Joe only has 2 warnings. Hamilton has a penalty. Langman has a penalty as well, so it's becoming increasingly unlikely that Langman will take the championship, but let's just see what he can do. He moves into 2nd place, and now He is in clean air. He is in clean air and now needs to get the hammer down to try and catch the championship leader. And currently championship winner, unless everything goes wrong for him, Joe is going to win this championship. So Red Bull will take constructors' glory, but it's only if it stays as it is. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say after this race, to be quite honest. I mean, I'm sort of getting preparation.
He's only 3 seconds back.
Yeah, but he then has to make another 3 seconds to counteract the penalty, so he's actually 6 seconds behind Joe, if you will. So, I mean, unless Joe did not break himself into the stops, yeah, the gap is increasing. It's 3.9 with 7 to go. What can you say? Morgs is third in the Williams, and a stellar drive from the Williams car. He's going to be very happy with that. And I said best man win on the day, but an incident to solve a championship, I'm sorry, I don't agree with that at all. So I honestly don't care if anyone else says anything else, but yeah. It's true. I generally think the battle should have been done on track, and an incident like that, you know, it's just, at the end of the day, that's luck, isn't it? I mean, you need luck to an extent to win a championship, but you don't need it when you're fighting for it and on that pivotal race, you know. So, you know, I'm just gutted for him, to be honest. I'm absolutely gutted for him. And I'm being told that Red Bull have already won the Constructors. Not from my calculations, having read the standings, they're not. They were 37 points. Now, I think you'll find... Oh, damn, they are. Actually, are they? Oh, are they? Oh, they must be. Yeah. I guess Red Bull are Constructors champions. So, yeah.
They've both only got, well, Red Bull have only got one driver left, but...
Yeah. There's one racing. Okay, oh, they don't really count, they don't count reserves, do they? Yeah. Well, we may as well class it as Red Bull have won the championship here. May as well. Doesn't make too big a difference, really, but yeah, Joe is on his last few laps, and as dusk comes, well, daylight has now come to the night. It's very much a tale of two halves, a very juxtaposed race we've seen here. Has to be said, a very exciting one, but a very juxtaposed. Gorse Crab is 5th place at the moment. Astral Ninjas is 6th on, I think, could be his last ever race in the league. Rampage is 8th, and USR Hamilton is 9th, with Factual Impala rounding out the points for Mercedes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so actually Red Bull would wrap it up today. That would be theirs for today, so from what I think, they would wrap it up. So, Matt, I guess it's probably time for because we were asked to do this, so I mean, I'll ask you now. Your favourite race of the season, your driver of the season, and most improved, possibly?
I would say race of the season, to be honest, with the amount that's gone on, would have to be this one. Really, you know, so much has happened in this race, to say the least.
Joe? Hang on.
Oh?
What's going on?
Is it VSC? Is he got a puncture? He stays out. Is it VSC? I don't know.
What the hell's going on here? This cannot be. If I have no idea what's going on here. If someone can update me. Langman.
I don't know if Joe's waited up for him so they can have a straight fight or what.
That would be very sportsmanlike, because if he messes it up, it's almost like.
If he messes it up now, he's going to be a bit
It's like the
gutted.
general election, isn't it? Theresa May thought she was going to breeze it, and Corbyn come out of nowhere. So this is controversial. My God. What the hell is going on? Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on? Was there a VSC? Surely
Well, there must not have been, or Langman wouldn't have been able to gain 5
Honestly, right,
seconds
check if
out of
Joe's
it.
short shifting, because it could be fuel.
It might be. He was short shifting for me as well.
He's short shifting
But
a
Joe
lot, isn't he?
tends to short shift. He
Oh
might be
my
fuel.
God. Are we about to see one of the most crazy...
If he's running low on fuel, then that is a very schoolboy error.
Yeah, and at a time like this, his light is now flashing, which suggests he is in lean. Langman, people are saying he's going to be too fast, but can he hold his tyres? Oh my God, 4 laps to go then of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I was asking Matt his favourite race of the season. If this comes the way of Langman now, you have to say, this is crazy. I mean, I think if Bonnie Tyler was here, the winner takes it all, doesn't it? I mean, Jesus.
I just don't know.
This is absolutely insane. Have you ever seen this? I really am. I'd love to know what the hell is going on right now. Can someone elaborate? I'm going to check.
I think Joe was just waiting for him. Because he seems to be fine now. Oh, he's still short shifting a bit. I don't know. What's going on? To poor Joe.
This is mad. 4 laps to go of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and of this DRL season. Joe seems to be nursing potential problems in the latter stages. My goodness me. I mean, you would hope. I'm actually speechless because I didn't think I'd ever be saying this, but this championship fight is back on. It's not over. That is insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, at this moment you think a commentator would be dramatic, but you genuinely don't know. I have no idea. Oh, Langman's
all over the shop in the background. Has he got a puncture?
No. Oh
no, he must not.
God, what is happening? This is absolutely insane. Has Joe got a penalty? No. I have no idea.
I think they're just trying to have a fight.
Yeah. I mean, do you know, that would be... I mean, people know Joe and the controversy he gets into in the community and everything like that. But, I mean, you have never seen sportsmanship like this, ever, if that is the case. People are quoting Bottleman. Here comes Langman. He doesn't go for it. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. I'm never speechless, but this is just mad. 3 laps to go then of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and it's just I have no idea. Well, we'll keep you updated. This, of course, still means Joe takes the championship. Clearly, he's confident if he has backed it up. So to an extent that he feels that. I mean, this is absolutely. I mean, crazy races happen, but not like this. This is like USA 2005. This is how crazy this is. Just stupendous. I mean, it's like when Ricciardo and Kvyat back in 2015 in Monaco, and Daniel Kvyat actually was moaning at Ricciardo because Ricciardo was apparently faster than him at the time, and there was a bit of team orders. And then Ricciardo let him go on the last corner and let him get 4th place in that race. But this is a whole different kettle of fish. This is just crazy scenes. Titanic music would have to be played. He may be pushing it with the tyre, says Straccio. He may well be. I mean, Morgs hasn't even closed in on this. This is what shocked me. But Langman, I don't know what he's thinking now. Whether he's just thought Christmas has come all at once here, but... Oh, cuts across the chicane. We'll check his penalties. If he's going to get another one. He's had a stop-go this race. He's had a penalty. He didn't actually get a warning for that, so he's got away scot-free there. But imagine if these two come into contact. The scenes. The absolute scenes if that happened.
If they have a crash now and then
yeah,
Joe retires.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This is how risky he's playing it. He's putting so much trust in Langman not overtaking him. It is a joke. These two are going for their first championship. They're hardly doing the Porsche at Le Mans thing where they're just going side by side. Oh, Langman's nearly lost the rear end again, but he's actually not compromised his exit too badly. Very nearly bottled it, and I don't know. These two are so conservative on their tyres. You feel. Well, Shamil Heskey's moved up to Shamil's moved up to 3rd place.
Yeah, he's just ahead of Morgs there, isn't he?
Yeah, Morgs has been dropped off
he's
the
on
podium.
quicker tyres, so. But I think I think Shamil does have penalties. I'll just have a quick look on the incidents. Shamil, he definitely has 3.
3 penalties, so he's 4.
Sorry, 3 seconds worth.
Yeah, he has 4 penalties.
4 penalties?
Then, yeah, 2 laps to go. Langman has DRS.
Does Joe have any?
Joe doesn't have any. And if he does, then that's where it gets interesting.
Joe's got 1.
He does. Joe has a penalty. Langman has 1 penalty. Oh my god, this is actually for position. But the last laps of DRL, Joe's locked up a little bit going into there. Joe has a penalty. I can't quite believe this.
Joe might just be trying to save his tyres.
Yeah, but it means nothing. You could be saving your tyres, but now Langman, if he's got enough percent on these tyres, could win the championship in the last corner. This is Hamilton-Massa situation we're bringing ourselves into now. Oh my god. So last lap then of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and Joe leads from Langman. The championship is still that, but is 8/10 away from a world championship. So this is quite crazy, has to be said. Oh, Jesus Christ, guys. You couldn't have put this on an absolute knife
edge, over a
could
second
you?
back now, so Joe might have been able to save a little bit there.
My God, you can't
be too
take
far
your
away
eyes
from
off
DRS
this,
down the
guys. If you've
first
got
straight.
your popcorn, keep it out, because this is absolute scenes in Abu Dhabi. I mean, this is just insane. Joe is nursing tyres, you feel. Langman is now nursing fuel and tyres, and he is now nursing his way to try and win a championship. This is absolutely obscene. Joe is pulling away, so maybe Joe just had it in him on the last few laps. He was just nursing that car home, just trying not to bottle this.
See as if one of them gets another penalty.
Yeah,
right
or a
now.
lock-up, because this is a crucial part of the lap. He could still lock up and mess it all up here. Doesn't. Keeps his place. Joe is coming around the final few corners now. And this is absolutely on a knife edge. Around the final few corners, it has been a terrific season in DRL. The final round has gone here to Joe, who takes the DRL Season 1 Championship. He is the champion. After so much deliberation that race, he has taken the championship in dramatic fashion. Absolutely dramatic. I cannot believe what we have just witnessed. That was insane. absolutely insane. But Joe is your world champion. He has taken the fight and he has won it there on an absolute knife edge. It has to be said, because at times of that race you thought this is easily his, but that definitely didn't look easy at the end there. That is, I cannot believe what we have just witnessed. Factual Impala comes around the final corner, but Joe takes the championship. Commiserations to what's his name, Langman, but my God.
Oh, he did. He had only 2 seconds worth of penalties, though. I don't. How has he done that? I'm
Oh
not too
my!
sure.
He had to. Oh
Oh,
my God!
he had a 2. He includes his stop go, doesn't it? That'll be why.
Yeah. Jesus.
I don't
Jesus.
know where he got a
Jesus.
2-second time
Jesus.
penalty from.
I just don't know what to say, if I'm honest.
I
No
think
words.
what a season.
What a season!
On the whole.
Absolutely. What a season. But my God, that was. I just. Hello. Congratulations, Morgs, on that
I'm
podium.
happy with that. Especially after lap 1, being last.
If someone could try and get Joe in the party, that'd be fantastic.
Langman, were you not with the party with him?
I mean, since Joe isn't joining right now, do you mind if... Yeah? Okay, we'll wait then. Okay, well, we'll say these words now.
Congrats, Joe.
Joe, congratulations. You are DRL Season 1 World Champion. That looked stupidly close. Too close at the end. What the hell happened?
Well, after the... Well, if you want to know why the gap was so close, after the race 1, let's call it, we both made an agreement if we were taken out, we'd wait for each other. So, he got taken out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And, just as a bit of respect, I decided to wait for him.
I'm speechless. That has got to be the most ballsy thing ever. Wow. I mean, I don't know. What do you think of that season now after all of that? And it comes down to that small of a margin. 1.1 seconds you won the championship by. 1.1 seconds. How does it feel?
I'm honestly speechless. I don't really know what to say. But it feels amazing, if I'm honest. And congrats to Langman. Like, in my views, he probably deserved it more than me, if I'm honest. He's probably the quicker driver. But, yeah.
I did say
Just
in the chat
congrats.
before the race started, and I said to you guys all day today, best man wins. You go out there, you leave it on the track, and whatever happens, happens. And the fact that you two had the respect, or Joe more so, to have the respect, the absolute decency to hold up for someone in what is the most dramatic of circumstances is quite unbelievable. So, you know what, I take my hat off completely, because that is... I didn't think I'd ever be saying that, but that was, you know, it was controversial, but, you know, for once in your life, it wasn't for the wrong reason. So, I mean, Jesus Christ, congratulations. But, I don't know. I mean, Langman, I'm going to come to you now. All that race, all of that race, I was saying how I was gutted. As an absolute neutral, nothing left on me. I wasn't going to vote in the vote, not at all. But when you got the incident with Gorsh, I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted. How do you? I just can't. What do you feel like now? I mean, what are your feelings after that
I'm just
race?
speechless. I really don't know what to say. Well, we had I got taken out by USR Hamilton before that as well, which I was really annoyed about. Honestly, I was in the same party as Joe, and yeah, it really was a dramatic race. I mean, I got taken out by Gorsh. I really didn't think it was his fault, but that's just
No.
the SciPo glitch or whatever you call it
Yeah.
for you. So
Yeah. It may well have. It's just what I saw on the stream. I'm not taking any blame to him. I hope he understands that if he's watching. I'm not blaming anyone, but from what I saw, that's what it looked like.
personally, though, I feel
Right.
he could have left a bit more space. I really don't think going side by side into the second part of the chicane is a good idea. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's been a brilliant season. Well done, Joe. You deserved it. Yeah, I'll try. Maybe I'll sign up for next season. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
So yeah,
I mean, it's just I mean, the most intense battle it was all season between you two. But I mean, was that like? It's a question for both of you, really. Is there, apart from now, of course, before this, did any of you two think that you were going to become champion? And if you did, you like genuinely think this is mine now? This is like it's absolutely mine to lose. Did at any point you guys think that?
honestly, judging on quali pace, I thought I would have the upper hand, but in the first 5 laps, I bottled it. So I have to look back on
Yeah.
that. But yeah,
I've got some, marker to put down though. Langman, you've won a championship today. You've won the constructors' championship. Now that may not mean an awful lot,
I'll
but
be honest, I don't really care.
yeah,
Sorry about that.
which is fair enough. I don't know what to say really. We'll move to Morgs and then we'll come back to you two.
Okay.
Morgs,
The guy who's just here, just not
Yeah.
involved in the title.
I mean, that
It's like
was a
Magnussen.
terrific drive from yourself there. I mean, you've been waiting for a podium, I think, for so long in this league, in other leagues as well, and it just hasn't come for you. And I've been watching you over the past month, and I have described you as one of the most improved drivers I've seen. So,
Yeah,
you
I
know
have.
what? You've improved massively, and like what? I'm going to ask you how your race went, but it seems what's just happened. What do you think, as an outsider looking in on this championship? What?
Well,
What are your
just
thoughts?
wait. What actually happened? Like on the line, what actually happened? I know Langman had.
Well,
I
Joe
mean,
slowed up for Langman, it seemed, and they were within a second of each other for the last 5 laps of the race.
Yeah.
So, read into that what you will. But do you think the champion this season, and I'm not going to be controversial, was deserved champion?
I was always Team Langman, but yeah, they were both deserving. I think. No matter.
There's a
Little
lot of-
piece of Joe's happiness just died right there.
I already knew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
'cause
mean-
I always said Team Langman.
Morgs, if this league doesn't carry on, is this something we're going to expect to see from you in other leagues? Because I certainly hope so. It was a terrific drive from yourself.
I think so, to be honest. Like like TWRL, I've been like last race in Monaco, I came 5th, and then the race before I came 4th, possibly a podium, but then I got a puncture which put me down to P4. So
Yeah.
I could start to get some good results in the future. But I did not expect that result after being second last after first lap. Because
yeah.
I broke too late and then I just had nowhere to go and I just hit Gorsh Crab span myself. It was completely my fault, to be honest. But
I mean-
and it just ruined
Yeah.
what I thought.
Congratulations.
I was just hoping for I don't know, 6th sort of result.
Yeah. Yeah, congratulations to yourself, and we'll move back to the 2 that are probably the headlines of this. So, Joe, I mean, you two are in, and there's no better way of putting it, it's a rivalry between you two. There's no ifs and buts. You two raced each other in a few leagues, and you're close in every one of them. Like I said, so, apart from RGL, but you're pretty close in most of them, so... Is this going to be just a relentless thing between you two? Do you hope it's a relentless thing between you two, or?
Well, I don't want it to get us to the stage where we don't talk to each other. I don't want that at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
But I have said this on a number of occasions. Langman's probably the best rival I've ever had in league racing, so
Yeah.
I'd like it to continue if I'm honest.
It was a fantastic
Yeah,
idea to have you
definitely.
both in the same sort of situation. And like, Joe, you know how much I respect for what you've done here in winning the championship, but from the drive Langman had today, that was a champion's drive. It really was a sensational comeback from where he was. It was just crazy, that race. So I guess that's it, Matt. Unless you have any other questions, I'm gonna.
Oh, I don't think so, to be honest. The end
Yeah,
of DRL Season 1 has come upon us. I
yeah,
can only thank, you three guys and everyone else in the league for giving us
yeah,
such brilliant action to commentate on.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
been
Just
But
before
yeah,
the stream ends, I just want to
been an
thank
outro, yeah.
you, James and Matt, for streaming
Yeah,
pretty much this whole season. You've made it
Yeah, you done
a
a good
lot
job.
better than it was made out to
yeah,
be.
yeah. Thank
And
you very much.
hats off to
We
you as well
tried.
for making it
Yeah,
great.
we tried. We really did. So yeah, we respect. I definitely respect the appreciation because
so
whether
do
it's
I,
for
certainly.
whatever reason, yeah. I mean, Matt's been a terrific part streaming, and we've tried to make this as exciting as possible, as entertaining as possible. We've given you some terrific action, and if it wasn't for the drivers that you can see in the party now, we wouldn't have had that drama that went to the absolute wire in DRL. It will be a season to remember for both of these drivers. One for the wrong reason, one for the absolute insane result. It has been an absolute pleasure this season to commentate on this league, and you have a deserved world champion. DRL It's Joe is season 1 DRL champion and will go down as his first championship. A massive, massive thank you has to be said to everyone around the league as well. I've said my thanks to Matt. We'll go to Joe as well. Thanks again for what has become such a terrific season, and the same for Langman as well. But most of all, I mean, with all respect, we have to give our thanks to the original owner of the league and Stratcho for making this league a thing. And if it wasn't, then you wouldn't have won your first championship. So a massive thank you to him. We're trying our best to see what this league will do. There are no promises for next season, but what we can tell you is it has been a terrific season, and we hope for more of the same in other leagues. So until then, bye for now.